This is Maya. Let's get into it. Your team built a new AI agent. Weeks of work, testing, calibrating. It handles an operational workflow. Support tickets, form submissions, data quality checks, something like that. Before you deploy it, you add a guardrail. A sensible one. If something looks off, create a ticket so a human can review it. Sounds responsible. Sounds conservative. Nobody argues with that in a meeting. You deploy it Friday afternoon. Go home proud. Monday morning, you open the queue. 517 new tickets. You start scrolling. Minor formatting issues. Valid edge cases that do not need attention. Entries the agent flagged because it was confused about data it already processed. Duplicates of resolved issues. None of them needed to exist. The agent did not malfunction. It did exactly what you told it to do. The rule was clear. The execution was flawless. The problem is the rule was designed by humans thinking about 20 cases a day, and it was executed by a machine processing 20,000 cases overnight. That gap between human-scale calibration and machine-scale execution is where the real cost of AI agents lives. Here's why this keeps happening. Nobody is observing the layer between the agent's decision and the agent's action. Teams monitor whether the agent is running, uptime, latency, error rates. They know it processed 20,000 items and created 517 tickets. The dashboard says, productive. What they do not know is why each ticket was created, what condition triggered it, whether that condition was proportionate to the actual issue, whether the threshold still makes sense against production data. The reasoning is invisible. You see input, you see output. You do not see what happened in between. And without that, you cannot tune the behavior. You can only react to the consequences. The 517 tickets are annoying, but they are not the expensive part. The expensive part is what happens next. Your operations team loses trust. They start ignoring the agent's outputs. Tickets pile up unreviewed. A real issue gets buried in the noise. Your engineering team gets pulled off their roadmap to recalibrate thresholds. A week of work that should have been observable from the start. Leadership asks why the AI project that was supposed to reduce work just created a week of unnecessary work. One bad night of agent behavior undoes months of trust building with the teams supposed to adopt the tool. So, what does good look like? Do not remove the guardrail. The guardrail was a good idea. Make it observable and tunable. For every escalation, you need to know the specific condition that triggered it, not just that the agent acted, why it acted, what data it saw, what threshold it applied, what its confidence level was. You need to see the distribution of escalation reasons over time. If 80% of tickets come from one condition, that condition needs recalibration. You need to tune thresholds without redeploying the agent. The sensitivity that works in week 1 will not work in month 3. Production data shifts. And you need a feedback loop. When an operations team member closes a ticket as unnecessary, that signal needs to flow back into the agent's calibration. Without that, the agent keeps creating the same noise forever. A human looking at 20 cases flags 2 of them. An agent looking at 20,000 flags 517. Same rule, completely different outcome. The agent has no sense of proportionality. It only has the rule. If you are deploying an AI agent into any workflow, ask yourself one question before you go live. Can you see every decision your agent makes between receiving an input and taking an action? Not just the action, the decision. If you cannot, you are not running an AI agent. You are running a black box with a ticket printer attached. If this sounded like a meeting you have been in, share it with the person who needs to hear it. See you next time.